Hello and welcome back. I'm Christine Corrado. With me right now is Mark Santarossa from Aurion Resources. Mark, it's great to see you. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thanks for having me, Christine.
Mark, I'd love if I could get an introduction from you about the company.
Sure. Aurion Resources, we're exploring for high-grade gold in Finland. We've made several discoveries already. We're looking to prove up a district scale in what's known as the Central Lapland Greenstone Belt of Finland. We've made, as mentioned, we made several discoveries ourselves. There's an emerging discovery on our doorstep with one of our neighbors, and it's just in the right jurisdiction to be operating. So it's a great place to be.
Yeah, why the initial focus on Finland?
You know, Finland actually, and maybe few people know this, but it ranks very high on the Fraser Institute mining attractiveness survey. It always ranks high. In 2019, it ranked in second place overall, which ranks it ahead of every jurisdiction in Canada. It's a great place to operate. Excellent infrastructure, low tax rate, skilled workforce, and you know the most important part is it's underexplored. It's a major greenstone belt on the same scale as other major greenstone belts that host, you know, major gold camps. You know, if you think about the Abitibi hosting Timmins and Kirkland Lake and Val d'Or, where you know 100 million ounces or more have been discovered. In the Central Lapland, only one major discovery is there. It's Agnico's Kittilä mine. So it's the right place. You know, the geology is right, the age of rocks is right, and just underexplored. So you know, there's millions of ounces to be discovered there, and that was what led us there. Great jurisdiction and great geological potential.
Well, let's get an update on your Risti and Launi projects. What's the latest to come out from both of those drill programs?
Sure. So I'll start on Risti. So Risti is our most advanced property. We've got about 10 targets on there that we've been working on, all starting at surface. We've taken over 8,000 samples, averaging about just under 7 grams per ton on that property. But the most advanced target there is a target called Amorusko. We've drilled a number of holes there, already drilled with a high-grade discovery hole of just under 3 meters of almost 800 grams per ton starting near surface. We've now drilled that out for about 1 kilometer along strike and down to only about 150 meters depth. And that's just the reason for that is we just haven't drilled any deeper. So that's where we've done most of our work so far over the last couple of years. We've now set out to expand that in the sense of looking for more Amoruskos or more deposits on our Risti property. So we're doing that by stepping out to the east of Amorusko. And recently we've just put out some scout drilling results that had some good promise. Another high-grade vein starting near surface is fairly narrow to start, but it proves that the system continues to the east. We also hit some silver, which was in some weathered material. It was about 22 meters of about 100 grams per ton silver. So we're going to be following that up with a bigger drill rig in the near future. And we've also done some drilling to a target to the south called Karaselka. It's about 4 kilometers south of the Amorusko discovery. And again, it's all very close. Everything's very nearby and very easily accessible. So that's Risti. And then we're continuing to do a lot of work there. We're always going to be working on generating new prospects by walking the property, by doing geophysics, soil geochem, things like that to prove up additional targets, to prove up our ultimate goal, which is it's a major gold camp. And on our Launi property, we took a risk in 2019 at Launi, stepping away from Amorusko to drill this brand new greenfields discovery. And so our initial results weren't as great as we had hoped. I think the market had a lot of high hopes for it, and so earlier this year, we suffered for that. But we don't think it's a loss there. We've gone back. We've drilled another 7 holes on a blind target called the Hinge zone. We're awaiting assay results from that. Again, very promising target. We had some initial success in scout drilling on that target earlier this year. So we're pretty excited about what's to come from there.
Yeah, we'll look forward to hearing about those assay results. Separately, investors will know that you are dual listed in Canada and in the US. Can you maybe explain what kind of value you've seen out of trading your shares on the OTCQX and, why expose yourself to US investors?
Absolutely. I think the U.S. investor group is pretty savvy. They understand markets, and look, they understand mining and precious metals. I think they're starting to step into the sector pretty wholeheartedly. And look, it was an opportunity for us to get our story out to more investors. Obviously, the Canadian capital markets is well known, and the resource markets here are fairly well known. But it's good to get out to a broader, bigger potential shareholder base in the U.S. And look, given our share price right now, where our current relative valuation is compared to some of our peers, including our neighbor, I think it's a great opportunity to show our story and showcase the opportunity that we've got to U.S. investors.
Before I let you go, I just want to get your opinion on this. We've seen Pfizer and Moderna release their vaccine results, which are favorable. So what is your kind of opinion on how this will impact the price of gold in the long term?
And look, it's fantastic. I think it's fantastic news that we're getting from Pfizer and Moderna. I think it's just great for all of us to, start to feel like we can get back to some normal life. But look, ultimately, long term, I don't think it really changes the direction of gold, in my opinion. You've got U.S. and other major countries continuing the printing presses on their currencies. I think the U.S. already this year has printed somewhere in the realm of $4 trillion. They're looking to pass another stimulus bill that's in the range of another $2 trillion. And all that money printing is going to be supportive for gold over the long term. So I think, on a go forward basis, while we have these short term downdrafts in the gold price because of good news due to, the safe haven trade and the issue of that, but the amount of money that's been printed over the last year and to be printed while we still have to get to the rollout of the actual vaccine will be very supportive for gold, I think. And I think this trend's going to continue for years to come.
Great to get your take on that. Mark, thanks so much.
Great. Thank you very much, Christine. Have a great day.